Hail to the Queen, Meteora! Wait, what? Oh, well, my name's Fox, right? So they and I'm Fox, and we're doing all the Storm of the Forces of Evil theory. At some point, I'm going to find a red hoodie. This is a theory that I kind of came up with. I came up with this a couple days ago, along with, what the fuck was the other one? Star... I can't remember what the fuck my last... Oh, Marco will be the last wielder of the wand. And, again, I'm going to try to back up some stuff, but basically my theory is that Meteora, aka Miss Heinous, may become the next queen. That or Star and Marco will get married. But on one of those two things. But basically, both those things could happen at the same time, either way. But basically, my theory is that, because again, we know now a couple things. One, there is a divide between monsters and humans. That is a given. That is something that is the main plot kind of Star versus. There is this divide, and Star is trying to mend this divide, trying to bring them together. Well, what better way of doing that? What is a better way of mending this bond, melding these two things together, melding both monsters and humans together by having someone who is both half monster and half human? Mind you, it is really blurry on what is considered a monster with Tom and everyone else, and people even confusing Tom and everyone else for being monsters. So there is kind of a, okay, wait, what is actually considered a monster? But for all purposes' sake, Meteora is considered half monster, half human. Especially since, you know, she becomes she's Eclipse of human as well as half demon, or whatever monster that is. And we see that she has her own monster form, which is most likely her own Mewni form. Which one? Awesome. So, again, like, basically you'd be like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be like, no, that's not going to happen because Star is going to be queen. Or something like that. Well, a couple things on that. One, we know that Star doesn't really want to be queen. She doesn't want to be queen. She doesn't want to be like her mother, which I guess, yeah, she could be her own kind of queen. But she seems like someone who, you know, would not... She's someone who's, I think, even said that she doesn't want to be queen. Or, yeah, she'll try to do it her own way, but she doesn't want to be queen. Which, I feel like, especially if this is going to go the way that she wants to stay with Marco, I feel like what's going to happen later on in the story, again, this is what I'm assuming what's going to happen is they're going to pull a Fullmetal Alchemist. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, I should say. Actually, you know what? Fullmetal Alchemist on Brotherhood and the original anime series. That she will basically give up her power, in a sense. I don't mean that, like, she'll give up the wand entirely or give up magic, because I'm pretty sure magic will still always be within her. I mean, she's going to go to live on Earth with Marco to live a quote-unquote normal life. Again, spoilers for the ending of Fullmetal Alchemist, both of them. Edward, in both versions, has a similar outcome where he has to then lead a quote-unquote normal life. I could see this show doing that because there's a lot of shows out there where it's like, no, you shouldn't seek out adventure or be in these magical worlds. You should be in regular, normal life because it's safer and stuff. It's bull crap. Dipper should have went and became Stanford's apprentice. And that part of Dreadfalls really peeved me off, making it seem like Dipper was the bad guy in that scenario when he was not. But in any case, because again, this would lead a couple things. One, because Meteora is both monster and human, that would then, and also not only monster and human, also someone who is technically in line for the throne if anything ever happened to Star or Moon or anything. She is technically next in line. She's probably actually even more next in line than River is, who is Star's father, because if the monarchy in this works the same way, it actually has to be royal blood. You can't become, like, you can't have, like, someone be, like, you can't have your wife or husband or whatever, your significant other, you can't, like, you know, have royal blood and then they kill you. They will not become king or queen. Your child or anyone else next in line will become king or queen. That person does not. That is actually a thing about monarchies. That it is actually has to be blood related. It has to be blood related. A king cannot become a queen who is not a royal blood. A queen who marries the king cannot become the next, ruling monarch. It has to go on someone else, or vice versa. If a king marries a queen of royal blood and he is not of royal blood and she dies, he will not become king. I don't know if they're going to go that far into monarchies with that bit, but that is just a note to put in there. And again, this will then lead to a couple things, because again, a lot of humanity loves to put the story of, you should be at home safe in the earth, in the nice safety world, and all this crap. I'm just like, bull crap, go to the magical world, live in the magical world. Fudge, yes. But again, this could lead, again, that Star would want to be like, I don't want to be queen. I don't want to be the ruler or whatever. You do it. And I'm not saying that in a sense like she's just shrugging off responsibility, but more along the lines of Meteora, and again, Meteora might still be the bad guy in the end that they fight, but they might be a way to turn it around. But Meteora is kind of the perfect symbol for this. Perfect symbol of both human and monster as one being, and that can then, connect both the monsters and humans together, and boom, we have, a connection between them, and every child that Meteora has will then also carry that blood of a mix of monster and human. Mind you, another scenario that this could happen is merely that, again, not that Meteora becomes queen, but on a flip note of this, it could just be that Marco, has his monster arm comes out, and he's then considered a monster, and then Star still marries him, and then you still have the whole human and monster living together, and then they have kids who will then be both half monster and half human, assuming Marco doesn't have his arm changed back to regular. But I'd rather him still keep the monster bits with him. But, yeah, this is just a quick little theory I was thinking of. Again, it would be kind of cool to see Heinous then, in the end, become queen or become the next ruling monarch. If anything, but then again, that would also probably mean that Moon would probably have to die at some point, which is iffy if that will or will not ever happen. It could happen, especially if Eclipse, possibly drains Moon of her life force or whatever the curse on Moon that's causing her arms to go black is doing to her. There is, though, that big chance that, that might kill her, but who really knows at this point? And then also there's the whole thing where, the magic's being sucked out, which we haven't really touched upon for a bit. Well, for a couple episodes, but yeah. Either way, this is just a quick little theory I want to throw out there. Tell me in the comments below. Thank you for watching. For checking videos that I've done. Links are all on my Facebook ones around there somewhere. Please check out my videos. Thanks for watching, and we will see you later. Again, it is kind of iffy if this would happen, because I think Heinous is probably older than Moon, but then again, if Moon dies and Star is then set to become the next queen, this then could work out. I'd assume. I doubt Moon would just be like, here you go!